Namaste everyone. What is non-duality or what is Advaita? Sometimes people ask this question. We recently had satsang in which a lady who came for the first time asked me this question, and I told her to attend, and then you will understand. So she was asking me, is it a new religion or it is a religion which she has not heard? When we talk about spirituality, we start from religions. Most of the time, our religion is the family in which we are born, whatever it practices. If it is not practicing any religion, we say we are atheist. Sometimes we can switch over, change religion, or interested in a religion. Now, religions have their own concepts. They work on faith, belief system. People belonging to same religion follow same practices. Most of the time, they never look beyond their religion. They don't want to understand any other religion. Whether they understand their own religion or not is that important to them, that they become rigid about their own religion. Whatever it says, can religion make us free? You can ask yourself this question. It adds another bondage. It makes you within the confines of that religion. Unless you are open in your heart and you accept everything and also reject everything. What is Advait, non-duality? Is it a religion? Is it a concept? Is it a belief system, faith? Advait is the experience of every human being who has attained self-realization. Whether they know anything about religion or not, or spirituality or not, whether it happened after doing some practice or spontaneously, in whichever part of the world. I am not saying that anyone who got realization has said it is non-duality. We have coined this term non-duality or Advait. But the experiences of any being in that state is same. Then why we call it non-duality or Advait? Duality doesn't just mean two, it means multiple. Me and others. This is duality. Throughout the day and even in our dream, only thing we know is duality. We see ourselves in a body and we see others. Same in dream. As long as we believe that we have a name and a form, it is duality. And you can say it is not just a belief, that is what I see, I know, I experience. I move with this body. If this body has pain, I feel pain. If my mind brings a thought of joy, I feel joy. If it's a painful thought, I feel pain, suffering. All is within the confines of this body and mind. I don't feel pain when other bodies get pain. Maybe I might have some compassion for them. I feel for them. And I also don't experience any thoughts of others unless they tell me what is happening. So, in truth, as a human form, I only experience pain and joy depending on what is happening with this mind body. That is perfectly right. All human beings have the same experience. And this is duality. This is living in this world. So, a Jnani says, the one who has realized that this all is illusion. But that does not help us. If I tell you this is illusion, the problem still stays. You are in illusion. Let's say even you believe it is illusion, but it is reality to me. This is what I experience day in and day out. then what can I do? I can ask people around me. All of them have the same experience. They are also in this illusion. But nobody has told them it is illusion. So what happens? They think I am crazy. I am asking them. And I have been told it is illusion. Sometimes when we wake up or the moment is something unbelievable, we try to pinch ourselves if I am dreaming or is it real? And just pinching cannot get rid of this illusion. Is there any other technique by which we know it is illusion? Quick technique by which we can know it is illusion. And so we will be convinced. Illusion means something which is not there but appears. That means that thing should disappear, at least for a second. If you are sitting with open eyes and everything disappears in front of you, including this body, then you will say, yes, I had an experience in which everything disappeared. It happened, I have seen it, I have experienced it. So this is an illusion.
I didn't understand that.
That is why if someone gets an experience once in a lifetime, even for a fraction of a second, then they will make it eternal. They cannot be deceived. So on this screen of life, the movie is going on. But let's say the movie disappears for a second, then you can see the screen. What is the fuel by which this movie continues? How can we turn it off? The movie is not a product of self, Atman, Brahman, truth. It is the product of mind. From the scientific term, from psychological perspective, from the common sense of all human beings, most of the human beings, I would say, we think this world was there always. Millions of years, billions of years old. And I have a little mind in my brain which thinks about it. And my brain is so small, it cannot project this whole world outside. How can it project outside and also this body? We cannot understand this. For thinking, we use our brain. But if someone says the seat of mind is brain, I completely disagree. There is not one, but thousands of experiences you can see, even on scientific evidence, that people are brain dead and they had experience of their body, out of body, and all that they could register. So mind is something which is not dead even when the body is dead. And that mind projects everything. Tell me, what is the difference between this waking state and when your mind projects a dream? Now you can say there were differences. It was very logical. There were people who were not related. The timeline was not right. Maybe perhaps I was flying in my dream. All sorts of things you can say. They were weird in my dream. But during dream you thought that? You accepted whatever your mind was showing you. And dream was in time and space. It was not just two-dimensional, or you could say it was dream. Only when we come out of the dream we say it was dream, not during dream. Now see this waking state. To me, it is the most weirdest thing a person can experience. Most weird. You know why? Because we all know what is right, what is wrong. Every morning we wake up, things which makes us bother are our own creation, but we still get bothered about those things. What are those things? Jealousy. Does it come from outside? It comes from within. Competitiveness, which we call in a different form, different way. To succeed. Succeed from whom? For what? Greed. All this is part of it, which causes anxiety, which causes suffering, hate. When you don't achieve what you want to achieve, then it gives rise to another bad feeling, anger, resentment. Depression, sleepless nights. Then when others have something which you want, there is lust to acquire. If you are close to someone who is earning by wrong means, you ask them why they are doing it. First answer is because everyone is doing it. And the second is, I'm doing for my family. Where is this my family in our deep sleep? Where this family disappears? When this body is dead, what will happen with that family? And the family members also die. Then how can you do for those family members? One day you realize that this family is not your family. Your family has actually abandoned you. What will happen then? What happened to those families where you were born in the past? And is family pushing you to do wrong things? Yesterday I met an old friend. He said, we live few thousand weeks. I don't know, he could have said in hours, but he said in weeks. It looked like we lived for a few weeks. And he said to me, Sanjay, we will be living not more than 1,000 weeks. Who is asking us to be suffering? Nobody. Our parents, our kids, our spouse. Who is forcing us to be unhappy? Nobody. No, nothing external we can blame, because our habit is like blaming others, blaming our situation. Self-realization is nothing but end of all suffering together. Not that this suffering goes and this suffering stays. In our life, things happens like this. There's something which is causing suffering. When it goes away, we feel so relieved. But then this thing is still there. This problem is still there. So we are never completely out of suffering. But self-realization is the solution for all our problems. One solution to all problems. You know, in India, if you travel by public transport, interstate, those buses which takes you for a few hours. Before the bus starts, these people sell stuff. They will come inside, they will sell some medicine. And he will tell you the uses of that medicine. It starts from constipation to headache to fever to improving, boosting your immunity, even to decrease your aging, to improve your arthritis. One tablet for everything, because he knows that these are the 10 most important issues. So someone will have some problem and they will take this tablet. So one solution to all our problems is to know who we really are, not what we are thinking or what is being projected on us, but what we really are. And that experience is end of all suffering, because suffering is coming from I am the body, I have the mind, I am the slave of this mind. Whatever it tells me, I will do. If it asks me to murder someone, I'll do it. If it asks me to take bribes, I'll take it. Whatever, it's conditioning, it's impulses, I have to obey. We never challenge this life. We never look beyond what mind is projecting. Spend every day few minutes just sitting and watching whatever is happening in this life. Not analyzing, but just watching. Watch impulses to do things. Watch motive behind those impulses. You will notice that thousands of things what we do are unnecessarily. There is no need for them. Some of the people who are suffering, I ask them, you are doing this and this, why do you do it? It is causing suffering. He said, what should I do? Then I have nothing to do. People want suffering. They love suffering. And then they complain about it. If you love suffering, then don't complain, just bear that suffering. If they don't have an issue, they will create an issue, like politicians. This is all our conditioned mind. It's not that one day this mind operating on us will stop and will make us free. No. That day will never come. I don't know. Some religions say that day will come. God will have a magic wand and He will move, and then all the people belonging to that religion will be out. This God is useless, who is very selective. Only for a group of people He will do it. Do you think God is partial? He will not do to an atheist who is a good man, but He will do to a man who is religious but a bad man, just because he says he belongs to that religion. If God is like that, I think better not to believe in God. We have created God as we are. We do for my family, my community, my society. We think our God is also like that. He will do only for my religion. Shame on this God, Why to believe in a God like this? Better to be without God. That is why Buddha never ever spoke about God. Even if you see Bhagavan, he always spoke about self. No self, no self, know thyself. Because if ego stays and ego has created a God, you are still in a trap. That God is not going to help you. First thing first, get rid of ego. Get rid of this I thought. And whether there is a God or there is no God, you can know at that time when there is no ego left. God is a creation of egoistic mind, nothing else. And this is a good excuse for egoistic mind to stay the way it is. And put your own Atman, Brahman, that self, pure self, on a separate pedestal. So you can keep doing all your ill doings, wrongdoings, hurting others, hurting yourself also. It gives you freedom to stay in bondage. Doesn't it look strange? Freedom to stay in bondage. Because the moment you get rid of I thought, there is no bondage. It is self-inflicted suffering. No one else is doing it on us. Don't be paranoid that it's others are doing. No one else is there. No others. Others are our creation. When someone is suffering from mental health issues of paranoid ideations, delusional ideas, thought disorders, people around them are all helping and they think they are not helping. They might poison me, they might kill me. where this is coming from your own mind. We treat those people as having mental health issues. When we say mental health, mind is itself is a disease. It's a spectrum. Some people's mind is much more diseased than others. It's just a degree. Some people have a benign cancer. A doctor can say, you can live your normal life with this cancer, nothing needs to be done. And others, they might say, you might die in a few weeks. But the cancer is cancer. It's a disease. Once you sit in solitude and see what is causing problem, you will come to this conclusion, it is my own mind. This is the first step towards freedom, because now this blame game about my life, my situation, my conditioning, people around me, they are creating. It is our own mind. And the second step is how to get rid of this mind. Let's say you have a person in your life whom you don't like. You want him to go away. But you keep calling that person for help. And then you want that person to go away. How will he go away? If you keep calling for help. If you keep using that person. This is what we do with mind. We keep giving work to our mind. Do this for me, do this for me. Sometimes we give two different tasks, opposite tasks to mind. It gets so confused. Mind is not confused, we are confused. Mind is bondage created by us. Yesterday I was talking to a person who goes in swings of his mind. Sometimes the mind gives him spiritual experiences. Then next moment mind brings stories of past which are painful, and lot of identity in that. And then that person is sad for days. None of those people are around him, but those stories make him sad. Identification with these stories is a problem. Sometimes we believe in stories which have not happened with us. Maybe people in our religion, our ancestors, we have read, someone told us, we believe, and then we hate some other people. And we resent about why this happened to us or to our culture or society in past. If you want to go to the truth of those stories, you look into the history books, you look into the scholars. If you dig deep, you will realize that it's hard to believe what actually happened, or whether that happened or not. And we waste so much of time in those stories. Those stories are like our dreams. They have no value. There is no value in this story also, which is going on in our mind all the time. It is a big trap. Whom is this mind talking to? Ask this question. And that question is only who am I, nothing else. Who am I doesn't take you to an answer. Who am I takes you to the source. It moves you from this I thought to the silence, to this impersonal pure awareness in which no thought survives. I agree, we all have this body. Does this body tells us that I am you? Body never says that I am so and so. We only say I am so and so. House you live in, it says that it is your house. You only say it is my house. You put a big name plate. Everything we say. Who are we? We have created thousands of concepts about God. You ask anyone, have you seen God? They will say no. Then why do you believe in, oh, look, this is what my religion says, or this is what the book says? Everything what we see, what we hear, who knows it is true or not? And if you are a seeker, your question to everything should be, is it going to free me from this suffering or this world? If yes, then you can believe on it. But if not, then just move on. When Buddha was teaching 2500 years ago, he was talking about suffering, suffering all the time, end of suffering. Because he realized that living in mind is suffering because you identify with body and the body decays and relationships. But when Bhagavan came, and from 1896 till 1950, he talked about happiness. He said, Atman is happiness. If you want to be happy, stay in the shade of happiness, which is Atman, Brahman. Don't move out. He talked less about suffering, but more about happiness. But it is same thing. End of mind is end of suffering. Knowing self is happiness. Mind shows us others and me. This we call as duality, Dvait. This word is duality, Dvait. But beyond this word, we all have that in us, which is one. which is same in all of us. To know that, you have to give up what you think you are, because what we think we are is duality. There's otherness in it. As long as there is otherness, it will bring all its attributes, which will keep suffering alive. My will stay there, we will stay there, you will stay there. Atman, self, is the source of mind also. But this Atman, which is the source, only gives energy, but it never moves. It is Shiva, it is a stillness, unmoving. It never participates in anything. Let's say someone kills someone in broad daylight. Do you think you can say sun was also culprit? Because it happened in broad daylight, sun was there, sun was shining. Judge can say sun was there, so sun is also culprit. It just provided light. Those beings were fighting. This Atman only provides light only, nothing else. We are that light. It never participates. It only shines. And no change occurs in Atman, whether you are dreaming, whether you're waking state, whether you're sleeping, because these states are only of mind. It is beyond mind. It is unchanging awareness, which is being superimposed by our mind. And mind is nothing but these thoughts. Understand, thoughts are very powerful. Power of thoughts. What you think, you become. So think Aham Brahmasmi. Think you are nothing. Think you are pure awareness. Think you are pure witness. And then don't think. Just be. Be in the silence of self always. Know that power of silence is the ultimate power. It extinguishes all thoughts. It finishes ego, aham bhav. Nothing is left when you become devotee of silence within you. This is divine in us, godly. Understand I is participating in this world. I has doership. I has collected karmas and is collecting karmas. But Atman is non-doer, never participated. It has no karma. It has no destiny. Use your free will to move from ego to Atman, ego to self. This is an internal shift. Nothing to do with body and mind and your situation. I, what we think we are, is only a projection, it's a reflection. It is only a thought. It's only a wrong thought, illusory thought. Just like when we talk about any mental health issue arising from wrong thoughts. This whole trap is also a wrong thought. One wrong thought that I am the body, I am the mind. One wrong thought, and then this all play comes. Give up this I and nothing is left. in Atman, established in Atman, you never have this feeling of I am doing. I have to do. I have not done it. I have been insulted. I receive praise. I am having pain. I am having this. In Sakshi Bhav, in witnessing, things are happening, but not to me. They are just a phenomena happening. I am untouched, unscathed, unaffected, uninvolved. What is the religion of uninvolved being? What religion? No religion. What part of society a realized being represents? He represents nothing. Or you can say everything, because everything is from that formless substrata. Most of the time, religion wants you in bondage and then promises that if you believe this, our religion will make you free. In this knowledge of self, you take responsibility. You don't leave it to anyone else to sort you out. Because you can do it. Everyone can do it. Because we are lazy, we give it to others to sort out our life. I know one of the person, he does prayers for others. He says, now this time is coming auspicious. You give me money, I'll pray for you. I'll do these mantras for you. You give him money, he will do it for you. Why don't you do it? In truth, no one can help us. People can guide, people can tell, you can read in books, you can listen to a teacher, you can learn a practice, but you have to put efforts and do it. With witnessing slowly and slowly, all thoughts disappear. Those thoughts which are not related with I or doership, they come and go. Because of old habits also some I thought might come, but when there is no I, that thought has no place to stuck, to attach to you. So they come and go like passing light clouds. And you attain this clear blue sky. And this emptiness is bliss, is peace, is contentment, is divine, is pure, is love. And you dance in it. All the good stuff which you always wanted to know or to be in it, or the best company you can get is you only. This is the true satsang. Satsang, company of truth. We are that. Go within, stay in your heart. And this is eternal company, eternal. Even death cannot take you out of it. You are that. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Arunachal Ramanaya. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone.